Does anybody remember telling lies at confession?
I can't believe it. I was so nervous about coming because I thought, I won't recognize anybody. And everybody, you have those sweet little 7th grade faces. And you were sweet. All 57 of you. Can you believe we had classes that big?
They were big.
57. Then when I came back to teach at St. Michael's after I was married and would have 25, you couldn't keep them quiet. But you people, I would take my chalk, quiet. I loved you. He was ornery. He was ornery. There were a couple, but nobody was bad.
Right.
Nobody was sassy.
Oh, never.
Never. And that came a lot later with kids.
Oh, me too.
But you were wonderful. So thank you for making that a wonderful experience.
We were your first class, weren't we?
Actually, no, I had taught in Elyria. I know what I want to tell you. I taught in Elyria, then I came back and worked for my father for a while, and Father Gorman came in and said, Kathy, if you teach at St. Michael's, you will go straight to heaven. I made no money to speak of, but we had wonderful perks. Heaven.
Yeah, that can't be bad.
No.
Okay, well, yeah, you said everything I wanted to say.
I don't know whether you're in there.
Nobody heard what I said completely, and we did have a good time.
Yeah.
Even though we were poor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, if anybody wants to come up and say anything to the group as a whole, if anybody is brave enough, wants to talk about anything, whether you already said it in the book or you read it in the book yesterday and you want to make a comment or defend yourself or tell who really did the bad thing you think you got blamed for, anybody want to talk a little bit? Kenny, you've got so many good stories about Howie and Jimmy Jeffrey. You want to come up? We can't hear you back there.
Howie was the first person to take me to the movies. What movie was it? I don't remember.
Was that mistake? Harris or Rula?
On a Sunday.
So this story is about Howie. I told it to Kathy Kuss just a few hours ago. I was a relatively good kid throughout my childhood. It seemed like I got in trouble a lot. And every time I got in trouble, it was a direct result of my association with Howie Decker. And the story I'm going to tell is about the music teacher, Sister Mary Augusta. Now, if you remember in junior high, we had what I remember as being called Glee Club. And we'd have to go down to the bowels of the old building in the basement. And Sister Mary Augusta had a piano down there. And we were practicing for some Christmas program. And so Howie nudges me, we're sitting next to each other, and he said, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to sing as loud as we can, as off-key as we can. So we're singing the song. I don't remember the song. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. And we are at the top of our lungs in an atonal voice. Atonal voice. And she comes flying out from behind that piano. And she said, who's doing that? Who's doing that? Silence. No, nobody said anything. So she goes back behind the piano. She gets started again. 1, 2, 3 bars, and Howie and I start with the same stuff. top of our lungs, atonal voice, and she comes again, flying out from behind the piano, only this time her rosary catches on the piano, and she go, whoa, it's like, she jerks backwards, and the second time she says, who's doing that? I don't remember who it was, but we got ratted out. So then she throws us out, and we're standing in the hallway, when guess who comes by? Sister J.D. comes by. Well, you know what that meant. You know, we both got paddled, and that's my story about Howie. I could tell a lot more.
Well, my life has been and continues to be a wonderful life. I'm extremely happy. I've been happy for the most part all my life. I live in a beautiful place, surrounded by mountains and sunshine, and am head over heels in love with a beautiful woman, and have 2 kids that I love that are healthy and happy, and so therefore I'm healthy and happy. And I hope to be healthy and happy for very many more years.
And I thought, I'm going to get at the end of the line. She's going to be tired. And got to the end of the line. I don't need to get my SWAT, but I got 1 for being last, 1 for... I ended up getting 5 SWATs.
We're going to Jesus.
Well, we're there at the church.
Yeah, before school.
Before school.
So now you can say whatever you want to say.
Well, I'm just really glad that this all came together, that I was only at St. Michael's in 8th grade, but I can remember a lot of 8th grade. I can't remember any of 7th grade because it was an absolute and total disaster, and being at St. Michael's in the 8th grade prepared me for going into public school in 9th grade as a different person, and I'm totally grateful. I'm just so glad we could all get together like this.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be great if we could do it every year. Not on this scale, you know, but just set a weekend and maybe everybody that could get together.
Yeah, good idea.
My name is Bill McKisson. I'm having a great time. Marcia Hubbard tells me that as a child I tied her up and set her on an anthill, which I find preposterous. But that's what you get when you come to reunions, I guess.
All right, that's a good one.